What Wack did is weird. Dead homies, that shit weird. Nigga, when do gang members threaten non-affiliates, niggas threaten my mom and some more shit. Nigga, Wack 100, nigga, I need that. Dead homies, nigga, I need that. Line up the bay. Wack gonna go first. Donut, nigga, you gonna go second. Nigga, Ray J, you gonna go third. Nigga, and Wack don't line up to pay. Nigga, I'm suing Ray J. Nigga, I'm suing Wack. Wack, you going, nigga, I'm going to the fullest extent with this shit, bruh. I want you to pop out, nigga, on your behalf, and I'm a your ass, nigga. What Wack did is weird. Dead homies, that shit weird. Nigga, when do gang members threaten non-affiliates, niggas threaten my mom. Ain't nobody, nah, bruh. I see what you trying to do, bruh.
Fuck them niggas, blood. I'm gonna get on Donut for not killing your ass, blood. Mentioning that. You keep whooping, blood, we gonna activate, blood, homie. Don't nobody give a fuck about that roof. Blood, you cost $1,500, my nigga. Nigga, turn your TV off, blood. You telling me threatening my homeboy, blood, like we give a fuck about
nigga, ain't nobody Wack. Ain't nobody threatening. Nigga, I came to you.
Blood on power rule, all niggas gotta do is say that, and we ain't got it. Mama's kids, we don't give a fuck who it is, blood. Don't no out of town nigga get at us talking about some violence, nigga. You should have knocked blood out when he spit on you and died about it, homie. And any nigga gonna tell you that's real. Fuck about no nigga having no gun, spit on you.
Bruh, the first conversation when we had with Luce, bruh, you said the nigga was out of pocket. You said niggas not wolfing. I'm just trying to get a fade. I'm just trying to get a fade. Now niggas talking about killing me.
You want a fade, blood? Where you at? Cause you doing a lot of wolfing like you running something, homie.
Nigga, I didn't say, nigga, I'm coming to you, nigga. Nigga came to you.
We gonna give you your fade. Where you at?
Nah, nigga ain't finna meet you now. Nigga, you talking about kill.
We gonna give you your fade cause you wolfing. You gonna humble yourself or we gonna get to what you talking about. I told Luce said, what's up with dude, bro? You been trying to be cool with the nigga Wack. I ain't never seen you this calm. I said, dude doing a lot of crazy whooping. Like niggas won't go knock a nigga mama down. Just send a message. I don't know what's up with dude.
Nobody threatening you. Ain't nobody, nah, bruh. I see what you trying to do, bruh.
Fuck them niggas, blood. I'm gonna get on Donut for not killing your ass, blood. Mentioning that. You keep whooping.
And we're back. And that's about that. Wack 100. How you feeling? Let's just say before we start, you've got a little bit of a stain on your shirt, and you put water on it to make it go away, and now it looks like a sunflower or an egg,
like cheese quesadillas, man. I told him no grease.
The grease was dripping off of the quesadilla and
had to be.
Where'd you get a quesadilla?
From Del Taco, around the corner.
Just cheese.
Cheese, that's it.
What the f is wrong with you?
I don't eat meat.
What's the point of a quesadilla if you don't eat meat?
What do you mean?
You're just looking for a way to get cheese into your body? I mean,
nah, just ain't nothing else there. They got a veggie burrito, but
to me, the meat is the reason why you eat anything.
I haven't eaten meat in 14 months. I eat fish.
Why? What? Why no meat?
Because, man, it's
good for you.
Seeing what they do to that shit. Seeing some gruesome shit.
That's a sacrifice for us so that we can be big and strong and healthy.
One day and grabbed a pack. It was pus in that motherfucker.
A pack of what?
It was you get what I'm saying? And he got my woman number like I got his woman number.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? If he's trying to get a hold of me and I don't pick up, he'll call R&B.
Uh-huh.
And if I'm asleep, R&B will wake me up. So call me at a certain time, and I say, bro, I don't know.
Luce reposted something that somebody posted today where it basically said that he was no longer cool with you and that he's now cool with Ray Baby. He reposted that. That doesn't seem like he would repost that unless there was some truth to it.
Listen to me, bro. Understand this. I'm Wack 100.
Right.
I come how I come. Right? I heard something say somebody ran content on me. I don't know who ran content on it. It was content on the Clubhouse app.
You didn't make content about it.
Do you think they asked me, they say, what? I said, what are you talking about? They read it. I said, I didn't see him go to jail. They played it. I said, I didn't hear her say he went to jail. I'm not going to put a nigga I fuck with in jail if I don't know he's in jail. Secondly, where I come from, our women are not going to broadcast we're in jail.
Right.
We go to jail.
That definitely occurred to me.
But again, she never said he was in jail.
Much like Rockstar getting yelled at by Black Sam, if you're in a sticky situation, why is your girl making content out of it?
I mean, not even with that. She never said he was in jail.
Right.
And I'm going to be real. I would think that like mines would call him, she would call me.
Right.
I called, 600 text. I got everybody, his immediate circle calling me. I'm like, shit, I don't know. Nigga, I'm not finna go to no internet talking about loose cannon in jail.
The back of the police officer's shirt right here appears to say police negotiations.
That's negotiations.
Isn't that?
Minstrel show, an American theatrical form popular from the early 19th to the early 20th century that was founded on the comic enactment of racial stereotypes. The tradition reached its zenith between 1850 and 1870, although the form gradually disappeared from the professional theaters and became purely a vehicle for rank amateurs. Its influence endured in vaudeville, radio, and television, as well as in the motion picture and world music industries of the 20th and 21st century. The earliest minstrel shows were staged by white male minstrels, traveling musicians who with their faces painted black, caricatured the singing and dancing of slaves. Scholars usually distinguish this form of the tradition as blackface minstrelsy. The father of the blackface show was Thomas Dartmouth Rice, popularly known as Jim Crow, an early African American impersonator whose performances created a vogue for the genre. The pioneer company, the Virginia Minstrels, a quartet headed by Daniel Decatur Emmett, first performed in 1843. Other noteworthy companies were Bryant's Campbell's and Haverly's, but the most important of the early companies was the Christie Minstrels, who played on Broadway for nearly 10 years. The format of the minstrel show, usually in two parts, was established by the Christie Company and changed little thereafter. Later on, minstrel troops composed of black performers were formed after the American Civil War, and a number of these, including the Hicks and Sawyer minstrels, had black owners and managers. Some, such as Calendar's Consolidated Spectacular Colored Minstrels, were popular in both the United States and Britain in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Initially, these shows were staged by all male companies that included male alto and soprano singers. The larger black minstrel shows included bands of multi-talented instrumentalists to play marches for the troops parade in the daytime and perform string accompaniments for the evening shows. In addition to some music by Stephen Foster, their repertoire featured music by black composers such as James Bland, a popular singer, banjoist who wrote some 700 songs, including Carry Me Back to Old Virginia. In general, these minstrel shows were the only theatrical medium in which gifted black performers of the period could support themselves. You might be asking yourself, why am I comparing what's going on with Aaron the Plumber, Wack 100, No Jumper, and basically all of the guys who jump through hoops for the sake of views to enrich the No Jumper brand to a minstrel? Well, if you listen to the history that I read so poorly, minstrels first started off as white men dressing up in blackface, basically impersonating stereotypical behavior that was claimed to be exhibited by African Americans. They would jump around on stage doing crazy dances. They would paint their face with exaggerated features, super dark black skin. They would talk in slave-like tones, and basically act uneducated, and one could even say animalistic for the sake of getting laughs. It basically presented the African American male and female as illiterate, unintelligent creatures who solely existed for the sake of white entertainment. But later on, black people begin to perform in minstrels, basically perpetuating their own disgrace. After the Civil War, the performances that were associated with minstrels stopped being performed by whites, and they exclusively became something that was designed to showcase black talent. But as we all know, later on, even that tradition died, and black people moved into a more respected position within the entertainment field. What I feel like I'm witnessing when I watch situations like what's going on between Aaron the Plumber, Wack 100, Loose Cannon, Adam, and all the people who frequent No Jumper, I feel like I'm witnessing the rebirth of the black minstrel. Why a bunch of black men would get on any publicly disseminated show, I don't know what you call it, talk show, I don't even know what it would be categorized as, podcast, and exhibit behaviors that African American people have worked so long and are still working very hard to separate ourselves from is beyond me. This is why I will never believe gang members, people associated with gang life, when they say that their goal is to end gang violence, turn gangs into a force of good, or bring peace and prosperity to their community. Because whenever somebody offers these guys who claim to be the epitome of masculinity in the black community $1, they're willing to start behaving like monkeys. They are willing to start behaving like animalistic, hyper feminine monkeys, literally jumping through hoops to generate views for, unfortunately in this case, Caucasians who would never do the same for them. If you look at the dynamic of No Jumper, and no smoke to No Jumper, these men are doing this because they're willingly choosing to do this, right? But when are we gonna see an episode where Adam and some other white guy fake a beef, get on the phone, talking about killing each other? Bro, you should have took off on blood and died right there where you were standing, and I'ma get out, whoop-de-whoop, I'ma get on him for not killing your ass, blood, and all this nonsense, right? If this is an equal arrangement, if these people are peers, right? And guys, let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know if it's too loud, too high, anything. It should be the optimal listening quality right now. That's what they told me when I set this up. If this is an effort, a collective effort among peers, when do we get to watch Adam get on the phone and tell another white guy, why didn't you kill bro when he spit on you I'm going to get at the homie. I'm going to get on him for not killing you for saying or doing something that was disrespectful to my gang, right? When do the white guys get their turn to act like goofballs and minstrel show actors? They don't. I've been in No Jumper. There's plenty of white guys working at No Jumper. There are plenty of white guys and Hispanics working at No Jumper behind the scenes to where if they wanted to create a fake beef with white guys, they could do that. You've never even seen these guys. So it'll be like, oh, this is a new element introduced. I'll give you a better example. When are the Hispanics going to get their turn? There are plenty of Hispanic rappers, artists, Lefty Gunplay, the Swifty Blue, right? All these different guys, the little black Mexican from Santa Ana, I forgot his name, Drax the Joint. When do they get their turn to play out their hood beef and their hood scenarios on camera for the entertainment of the No Jumper audience? What about the Asians? Asians have gangs. They kill each other all the time. TRGs, Asian boys, watching, the list goes on and on of the Asian gangs in California who are murderous, running around, driving around in Hondas with automatic weapons who will lay you down if you mess with them. Exotic Families, CBC, all these gangs. When do they get their turn? I really want to ask the black man and woman who tries to dismiss this as, oh, it's just for entertainment. This is the culture. I used to get so pissed off when I would hear the Viral Way, Mr. Viral say, the culture. He'd be referring to No Jumper, the culture. Bro, why is your culture looking like a dummy for the rest of the world to laugh at? Can someone give me an episode of No Jumper that displays any other race behaving in the way that black males and females, because there was some stud looking a mess on there, crushing Sharp's cup and just a ugly ass old woman who was challenging Sharp. I don't know if he's Mexican or what. Like she was really going to be able to do something to him, calling him names and all this stuff. Please tell me, when do the other races get their turn? If this is an effort among peers, if this is not disparaging to the African-American community like a slap in the face, when do the other groups get their turn? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. They don't. They don't. Because it takes a special level of stupid to sit up and promote, because this is what they're doing, promote the same type of ignorant, violent, hyper-feminine, hyper-emotional behavior that has plagued your community for decades. See, if you talk to black people and say, why is your community violent? Oh, it's because of the drugs and the white man and the police, the FBI. But how can you expect someone to believe that when even those among us who are far removed from those issues are still willing to exhibit the same behavior that those who are dealing with those types of issues every day exhibit? It's a minstrel. It's black people impersonating or exhibiting stereotypical black behavior that black people with common sense and dignity have tried to separate themselves from for decades. This is the second time I'm hearing Wack 100 talk about a black man committing an act of violence against another black man as far as killing. I understand, a fade and y'all get a fight, whatever, okay? But this guy literally talks about black men killing other black men like, oh, yeah, you should do this, you should do that. Bro, listen, you can act tough all you want to. You ain't going to kill nobody, bro. You're not going to do anything. And you know how I know this guy's not going to do shit? Because if he does something, gets caught and go to jail, he won't be able to go buck dance for Massa every day at No Jumper. He would kill in his hood in his heyday if a black man offended him or stepped on his shoe. But his attachment to his master is so damn strong that he is willing to be peaceful, put down all of his old behaviors just so he can stay up next to his master on a day-to-day basis. I really don't understand it. The guy Aaron the Plumber, we know that this guy's a clown. We know this guy goes around starting stuff. I don't know if it's real or fake. I'm assuming it's fake for the sake of getting views, right? He is a social media personality. Wack 100 gets on the phone with bro on Paru, just all this gang stuff, right? Wack, calm down, bro. You're from Pacoima, bro. You're from Pacoima. Mexicans run that, okay? Just like Mexicans run LA and every other area in Southern California. Anybody telling you they don't, they're lying. These dudes would never even hint. They wouldn't even pretend to say some of the stuff to a Mexican, even in jest, even playfully, that they say on No Jumper to other black people every day. Do you think that black gang members and Mexican gang members never get into it? The times that they do get into it are very rare because these black dudes know that if they mess with a Hispanic, they're going to have to deal with all the Hispanics that support that person, and they're scared. They're scared. That's the reality. So they'll go aggress against another black man, bully him, try to make him look like a punk, when in reality, if they were all so tough, their communities would have never gotten overrun by Hispanics, and then their people would have never got pushed out of those communities. I'm telling you today, there is not a black gang member in California who can pretend to be a tough guy, because they are only tough against their own group, and they're only tough when they know that the other person is weaker than them. You want to go at an OG and prove how tough you are? Bro, there are plenty OGs running around with rank. Plenty of them. But all the realest OGs are dead or in jail like Big U. Because they're hood boogers to the core. They don't straighten up and sit up in rooms with white dudes and plot and plan on how to get views. That's not what real gangsters do. They go conduct the business of hood shit, gangbanging, running the set, making sure they're keeping everybody in line, checking their traps. That's what they do. In that instance, I could say that Big U was being true to his brand. Because a true OG don't never leave behind their hood stuff. They still doing it, right? My biggest issue is, why are a bunch of black people willingly participating in a minstrel that doesn't really even benefit them? It doesn't really even benefit them. And they know the business model. They're the drivers of the content. Why haven't they branched out on their own to create something that solely benefits them? Where they could say, you know what, we doing some black exploitation shit, but at least we're the people making the lion's share of the profit. These people are employees. Literally employees of Adam. And then dudes like Aaron the Plumber stuff, they don't even get paid to show up. No Jumper do not pay nobody for an interview. Let that sink in for a second. Dudes are showing up willingly for free to act like that on camera. All in an attempt to what? Get a freaking spot on the payroll of No Jumper? Not even getting money. Just for the opportunity to maybe get hired by Adam, like 4 Extras. Do y'all remember when 4 Extras got hired by Adam and he was hugged up with him like a proud dad, smiling from ear to ear? You remember that? Because he got hired. He said, I'm officially hiring 4 Extras as a host. And then 4 Extras went to jail. It's like all these people are auditioning for a spot to get hired by No Jumper. But they're not getting a penny for all the shame that they're bringing to their group. And people will say, oh, it ain't about black and white, but it is. It is. I'm not someone who falls back on race to justify everything or to justify my shortcomings. But I do understand that when my group is the only group when my group is the only group that's on the goofy end of the spectrum, the only group that gets to display the goofiness and the ignorance, then I know my group is specifically being placed in a light that is meant to make us look bad. Understand that. Understand that. Understand that. Then black people are outnumbered by Latinos in Cali, and so are Asians. But you still see Asian neighborhoods where no Mexicans live at. You still see Asian businesses, whole Asian business districts, whole cities controlled and run by Asians. One of those cities is Garden Grove, Alhambra. The list goes on and on. It don't got nothing to do with numbers. It has everything to do with cowardice. Cowardice doesn't just come in the form of being unwilling to aggress against a certain group. Cowardice is when one is too afraid to even compete with another group, even on an economic level, because they feel in their mind deep down that they are inferior to that other group in that way, in that particular discipline. That's what I mean when I say cowardice. That's what I mean when I say you don't want to challenge them. I would never advocate for someone to do violence to anybody, but damn, start a store, start a business in your own damn neighborhood where you grew up. Instead of letting everyone else start a business in your neighborhood and then complaining about the way they treat you. You've been here 45 years. They've been here 10 years. And they already have more equity in your community than you do. Why is that? Why you sitting up there doing minstrel shows and vaudeville acts, trying to act tough? Bro, how many businesses are you going to start in your community of Pacoima on Paru, Wack 100? How many businesses are you going to start up north, Central California or Stockton or wherever Aaron the Plumber is, while you up here acting an ass? See, I could understand doing something that might be a little bit unsavory if it's garnering you resources that you then translate to collective uplift, economic uplift, even if it's just for your family. But what I can understand is how African Americans get in public forum, act tough, this fake Tommy Tough guy shit, and then don't own shit in their community, aren't even attempting to compete economically, and ultimately are looking like less than men in the areas that matter. I don't understand that. Show me another group or ethnicity of people where a 50-year-old man is screaming at a black man talking about why you didn't kill this other guy. Why you didn't Swiss cheese the place. Oh, I'm going to go get at the homie because he should have smoked you on the spot. Bro, I've never seen that. I've been alive almost 40 years. I've never seen that from another group. But I'm seeing it now, and I'm seeing it on No Jumper. And then Wack runs back to Adam. And then Adam, he acts like he doesn't know what's going on, right? And then he asks these questions like, oh, buddy, what's going on? And then Wack is so excited, like a dog bringing back a damn duck that it just pulled out the water after the hunter shot it. Yes, sir, Adam boss. Did you see how I was out there being aggressive against another black man today? Did you see the video? Because understand, all this is getting posted on No Jumper. So if you're taking all this audio and video and all this stuff is on your phone. Who takes it and brings it back to Adam like, here you go, massa. Here's what I got for you today. And it's so funny because like Brick Baby participated in it. Big U participated in it to a certain extent. Loose Cannon participated in it to a certain extent. What do they got to show for it now? They're all behind bars. Adam got his money and will continue to get money exploiting their situation, right? Not saying he forced them, but he definitely made money off of it and exploited it. While they get to sit behind bars and figure out how their families are going to survive for X amount of years, depending on how much time they get for the crimes that they allegedly committed. Is this where we are? We've come back full circle to the Black Minstrel Show. All that rah-rah shit in the 60s and the 70s and the Black Panthers and the civil rights and the Crips, something revolutionaries in progress, some bullshit. We've come full circle back to the Black Minstrel Show. I can't be the only one who sees this. I know I'm not the only one who sees this. And I hear people, I used to listen to Viral, Mr. Viral at the Viral Way. I used to listen to him talk about this shit. Like he really believed that he was gonna, expose this stuff and then bring his people over to him where they could get like a more healthy place. They could have a more healthy place to consume the nonsense culture, right? All the way until I saw the light in his eyes disappear when he realized that his people were hopelessly addicted to the exploitation of their own culture at the hands of, at the hands of blacks in service of whites. He realized it the other day. He made a whole video about it. It was so bad. And I was just talking to him on the phone like, bro, you realized what I've been saying. Y'all was calling me ruckus and shit. I'm ruckus because I want our people to behave with some level of dignity in public forum. You could talk about your hood shit. There are channels just as big as No Jumper, up-and-coming channels that are doing big numbers, that go and they engage with gang members, former gang members, OGs, way harder than Wack 100, but they do it in a respectful way. Have you ever heard of hood vlogs? I mean, there are channels that engage with prostitutes in a respectful way that's not degrading to the person who they're engaging with. Have you ever heard of soft white underbelly? This is what I'm saying. There are ways to do things in a respectful way. Go on some of those prison channels where they talk about being locked up and stuff, where they engage with people who committed crimes, but they do so in a way that does not rob them of their dignity. And they do so in a way that does not encourage young, impressionable children, whether they be white, black, or anything else. They don't encourage them to participate in underhanded, lowbrow behavior. That used to be the message. We might have done wrong. We might do some things that we're not proud of. But at the end of the day, the message is, hey, kids, do not be out here trying to do this stuff. Stay in school. Get good grades. Go to college. Tell me one time you ever heard Wack 100 say go to college. Stay in school. Get your grades. Name one time you heard Big U say that. His son went to college. His son got to the NFL. His son's making millions of dollars. But when have you heard him on public forum tell that to your kids? Aaron the Plumber. When have you heard him say that? That's my question. That's my question to everyone. Do you ever hear these people take a second and say, you know what? We do a lot of crazy shit on this channel. I don't want none of y'all kids going out there trying to imitate this stuff, in your day-to-day life. We're adults. We do what adults do, but we also are ready to live with the consequences. Death, addiction, being a victim of senseless violence. And we take all these chances so that some white guy can make a bunch of money and give us a couple of pennies on the dollar that he'll write off on his taxes at the end of the year. And no smoke to Adam. I've already told you guys a bunch of times. Look, I got no smoke for Adam because Adam is just doing. He's not doing anything to them. He's not doing anything that they are not allowing him to do, or that he's not doing anything but recording them doing what they want to do. Right? And then you 100% right. Ain't nothing more embarrassing than your father who done been up here acting like a virtuous guy being indicted on federal charges. Hold on. Acting like a virtuous guy. I wonder how thick the tension in the locker room was after all this stuff came down. But the point I'm making is, it's like, as much as black people keep arguing and claiming that they need certain stuff to happen, like DEI for advancement, they never pay attention to the true perpetuators of this image of black ignorance. And those people are black people. Nobody can hit up anybody at No Jumper and be like, bro, I understand y'all got to make y'all content and stuff like that. I get it. But listen, y'all can do what y'all got to do. Keep it with the fades and stuff. You ain't got to talk about no black man murdering the next black man. That's unnecessary. That ain't affecting one view. If you just said, look, we going to catch free. Let me tell you something. The most famous person ever on No Jumper was Crip Mac, right? They could say free Big Brick Baby. Nobody, not even 4 extras, was touching Crip Mac's numbers. Tell me, can anyone find me a video where Crip Mac encouraged somebody, a black man, to kill another black man? You will never find it. You will never find it. Crip Mac act like a gangster, cop fades, all that. For real though. That was a real dude who was really out here gangbanging. Wasn't no faking. I got the shit tattooed on my face. Now it's a bunch of fakes trying to do their best impression of Crip Mac. But if they're really not down to operate on the level that Crip Mac operated on, so they got to try to be more extreme with their mouth. They got to try to be more extreme with their tongue, because their body, they're not really willing to put it on the line like Crip Mac would. If somebody was like, yo, I want a friendly fade from Crip Mac walk outside, catch the friendly fade, come back in, tell you straight up whether he got his ass whooped or he won, and keep on going like it's nothing. The day I was at No Jumper, Rockstar 2800 and Wack 100 was supposed to meet in the front of the building at 9 in the morning to go catch a friendly fade. Do you think they ever showed up? Neither one of them. It's just a bunch of wannabes. And that's what you learn about the hood and gangbanging. You got a couple of dudes who are really about that life. Everybody else is a damn wannabe. They're trying to do their best impression of the guys who are really about that life. Hold on. Hey, my boy just called me to tell me my volume was a little bit low, so I changed the volume. So let me know if everything is good and if it's comfortable. Hey, Mike, text me and let me know if it's good now. I'm looking at my phone right here, bro. But yeah, and as I see what you're saying. The cycle will always continue. The cycle doesn't have to continue. The cycle doesn't have to continue. Black folks have got to get back to the point where we're shaming each other. Oh, you watch that? Yeah, I don't know if I want you dating my daughter. Yeah, I don't know if I want you dating my son. There's going to have to be a separation between black people. Stop trying to drag these ignorant Negroes across the finish line or into the promised land. If that's what you're about, that's cool, but I'm not about that, and I'm not going to let you shame me and force me to interact with you. I don't care how much potential you have. Black people are going to have to start being more selective. Just because they're black don't mean that they got your best interests at heart. I'm sorry to say that, but that's the truth. Just because they are black does not mean they have your best interests at heart. It is what it is. Some black people are willing to do anything for $1. Me personally, I will never get on TV or on internet and pretend to tell a black man to go kill another black man, unless it's in a motion picture where everyone knows that this is a fake movie. This is fake. This is fake. There ain't no disclaimers going under the bottom of no jumper videos telling kids don't do this and don't try this and understand that the stuff being depicted in this stuff, if you do it in real life, you gonna spend time in prison. I don't see that. All I see is a bunch of people doing it, saying anything, and then when you call them on it, yo, it's content. Yo, it's content. I don't see any other groups making this kind of content. I don't see any other groups of people behaving the way black people behave on No Jumper. I don't see it. I'm not saying they don't do it, but they're not putting it on display for the world to consume it. And then the same black people will say, oh, these Africans, they don't even mess with us. They hate us. Dude, what are you talking about? Who wants to mess with a bunch of people who present themselves to the world as a bunch of murderous savages? Why would somebody want their kids to go hang with you when they see a black dude on YouTube telling another black dude that if somebody spit on him, he should have killed the dude? And if somebody asked them to leave their event, you should have shot up the whole spot. Who wants to send their kids to be around people like that? It's not them. It's not them, black folks. It's you. It's you. 100% issue. You cannot say and do one thing and then be mad because people don't want to deal with you. All right, guys, I got it turned up as high as it could go. So here, I'm hitting my boy. It's you. Because the reality is, based on how much money you're getting paid and based on who's in the room, you forget your blackness. You forget about the things that you've worked so hard to achieve all of these years. You forget about it. Because when the money gets mentioned, it's like, F that. I'm act a fool because this is what they paying me to do. You're going to blame Adam because your people see $1 and they're willing to do anything for it? That's not his fault. That's an internal issue. That is an internal issue that needs to be addressed. What next? What next? What other embarrassing element of black culture are they going to put on display for the world to laugh at? Because the same guy who was going in on Aaron the Plumber, oh, blood. I didn't hear Wack doing that when Trapper Ross was punking his ass on that show, when Trapper Ross was calling him a straight up liar and making him out to be like a liar and a person who was lying about the situation with Big U. I didn't hear one blood or Paru come out of his mouth. You guys sit out here and project this tough guy image as if, yeah, I'm willing to catch the fade and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And then when someone calls you out on a fade, now you want to kill the person. Now you talking about, we'll come knock your mama down and all this type of crazy nonsense. What did this boy mama do to you? Nothing. Nothing. I have never seen another race get on a show and present audio to a show, video, where they are telling some guy, I'll knock your mama down just to prove a point. What? Come on, bro. That's not even a question. But I'm seriously, like, I don't understand why we behave like that and then act like we're shocked that people think about us the way they do. I don't understand. We act like savages and then wonder why the police draw their gun when they pull us over at a traffic stop. Boy, this cop just listened to Wack 100 tell somebody to murder somebody for spitting on them. Better yet, tell somebody they should shoot up an event because somebody asked them to leave. I pull my gun out on your ass too. I don't know what these dudes are listening to and being influenced by. I don't know who's telling dudes, yeah, fuck that. If I see if a cop try to pull me over, I'ma smoke him. These people don't have time to risk their safety trying to make sure they're not the next victim working with black folks with kid gloves when black folks are consuming the type of nonsense that's being displayed on No Jumper. And like I said, this is no attack on No Jumper. This is not even a takedown. This is an expose on the black men who get on No Jumper and choose to act like animals for the entertainment of other groups. Because No Jumper is consumed by a wide variety of people. But what you're doing is you're teaching people that that's how you are. Wack, old as hell with a gray beard. Oh yeah, those old black dudes are aggressive. They tell the younger black dudes to kill each other. But, oh, you so tough. You ain't harder than the cartels. You ain't harder than Tren de Agua. You not harder than MS-13 or Florencia or any of those Mexican gangs because they punked your ass right up out of your neighborhood where you grew up. And you wouldn't dare you wouldn't dare utter one word of disrespect to them. Not one. And that's the biggest issue with me. You're so tough in front of other black people, towards other black people. But these other groups, you act like a coward. You won't even mention them. And you can't convince me that a gang member is okay with getting pushed up out of his own neighborhood by Hispanics. I saw this one episode. I don't know, it was Hood Vlogs. It was one of those gang member show channels. These black dudes from Limehood and Linwood, they was doing an interview with the little hood guy, the guy who does the hood interviews. A Mexican, it's older black dudes. They at least in their 40s. They're OGs from the hood, right? They're on the street talking, doing the interview. A young Mexican came over and told them, hey, y'all can't, this is whoop-de-whoop hood. Y'all can't be over here recording this bullshit. You know what they did? They crossed the street, bro. They crossed the fucking street. And was like, oh, no, yeah, this young Mexican, he was trying to blow it off. No, you niggas got punked. You niggas got punked by a young Hispanic boy. A young boy punked you. That is the cost of trying to behave like dudes like Wack 100. Trying to only aggress against your own. You will become the servant to children. Dudes who ain't even got hair over on their chest will be able to walk among a group of you and punk you up off your own block. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. It happens everywhere. But then you see another black man Swiss cheese the place. Where's the Swiss cheese for the other groups? Where's the Swiss cheese when the blacks and Mexicans riot in the county and the Mexicans tell all the blacks, y'all who don't want to fight, go get in that corner and we won't touch you. And over half of the blacks go get in the corner and won't even help the other blacks as they getting their socks whooped by the Mexicans. Where's the Swiss cheese, man? We need more cheese. We need more Swiss. You'll never see it. But when I'm saying, you're Uncle Ruckus. And this is what I used to tell Viral. You talk about the culture, but if the culture is stupid, if the culture is ignorant, if the culture is self-destructive, why do you keep wanting to be associated with that culture? Why do you keep putting that on black folks? Why do you keep putting that on black folks? We don't want to be associated with that bullcrap, stupidity culture. We want to be associated with excellence. But these dudes, you know, they'll make money, they'll travel the world, but still be clinging on to ignorance. That's the whole thing. No. Nana Oduro. The old generation are jokes. These YNs ain't scared of no Mexicans or South Americans. Man, listen, they all scared. The YNs ain't even just scared of the Mexicans and the South Americans. They scared of other YNs. The YN got to worry about the other YN, the op, coming to get him. So he got to look for 3 different people. The South American, the Mexican, and his own color run around. The YNs are rogues. They're rogues with no loyalty to anyone but self. Because the old dude's plotting on them, trying to compete with them for young females. The other YNs is looking for him, trying to kill him in drug-induced fits of violence. The Hispanics are looking for him because they want the territory. They want the territory and access to the reproductive rights of black women. And it's working. It's working. I'm telling you, I've never seen so many black women walking around with half black, half Mexican babies in my life. In my life. Every other black woman I see, little half Mexican baby. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but look, black man, you won't stop killing each other. You won't get up and do right by your community. So now your women, because they want to have a life, they go reproduce with other groups. They don't care if you got 10 inches no more. They'll take the 4 inches. They'll take the 4 inches that's going to take care of home, take care of the family, go to work every day, provide so that they can prosper. The black women are tired of dealing with Pookie and Ray Ray constantly in and out of jail, getting turned out, come home, gay, pretending like he's straight, giving her diseases and all that stuff. Don't want to take care of his kid. They're tired of it already. And you know what you do? You go back and try to live nostalgia. Oh, I'm gonna go watch dudes pretend to be hard and gangster on No Jumper so I can remember the way it was. Negro, it was never like that. Especially you was never like that. None of you guys were as hard as Wack pretends to be on No Jumper. Or as hard as Aaron the Plumber pretends to be on No Jumper. I'm telling you. Isaiah, come to Cali, man. Come to Cali, bro. They are giving their reproductive rights over to the other races, bro. They'll still have a baby by Pookie if it's in a bind. But these women are like, hey, they give it up. Like, if they give it up to a black Pookie, you think they won't give it up to a Mexican Pookie? They just want it to be a Pookie. That's it. I'm telling you. I was talking to a Mexican guy the other day. He told me straight up, this was probably like 2 months ago. He was like, bro, black women are easy because all black women just want to do with money. So if you pretend like you have money, they'll let you have sex with them with no protection. And you know it's true. You know it's true. That's how they get stuck with the little black skin baby. Oh yeah, bro got money. He a baller. He took me to his house. Girl, that's his mama house. Bro got his tax return. You thought bro was balling because he had them snakeskin boots on, huh? Yep. Or either he sat up and did lines of coke with you, and you let him skeet in there, and now you walk around with little Javier. Listen, people have placed bets on when Aaron will get deleted. They should place bets on when their brain cells will get deleted because they're losing them every day as they're participating in that crap. Hakeem, what up? It's like the world got too far ahead of us, making the thought of a normal, responsible life daunting. 100%. 100%. You got black folks that's 40 being surpassed by other groups that's not even 20 yet. I remember when I heard that statistic that most Americans don't even have $1,000 in their bank account for an emergency. You know, since I heard that statistic, I will never let my bank account get under $1,000 ever. It's not ever going to probably get under $5,000, but $1,000? Hell no. No, I will not be a statistic. Hell no. Hell no. I don't got $1,000 for an emergency in a world where people making $1,000 in an hour. You got to be out of your mind. You have to be out of your damn mind. It's not happening. We don't even set goals for ourselves no more. And just like Big Udem got arrested, and that lawyer, Bruce Rivers, said, oh, they don't got any money. He said, I can guarantee you that these guys don't got any money. These dudes are living a life of crime, have touched millions of dollars, and have nothing to show for it. These dudes are in there fighting with public defenders, bro. Listen to me. These dudes are in there fighting with public freaking defenders. Understand that. And have touched millions in their lifetime. Why do you think it's taking so long for shit to come out? Because public defenders ain't prioritizing them mofos? They're like, shit, Big who? Yeah, Big you, your ass right back to the back of the queue because I got all these other federal cases I got to deal with. When you get a lawyer, everything's expedited, right, to a speedy trial. The facts are going to come out very slowly because all these dudes is in there using federal public defenders, bro. Tariq Nasheed and LeBron James deal? I haven't heard of that. I heard Tariq Nasheed's supposed to go on No Jumper to debate Lush, the drug addict Jewish dude, over hip hop. Stupid shit. Tariq ain't no damn better. 50-something years old, 60, damn near 60 years old, still talking about, we created hip hop. Who gives a damn? What are you talking about? I'm literally talking about a black issue right now. Oh, yeah, I don't got no Tariq Nasheed and LeBron James deal. But anyway, it's definitely slow. That's why I always wear a hat, because this thing like pushes my hair back. But you know, we almost age. I don't care if I get bald head. Who cares? If I get bald head, I'll shave my hair bald, or I'll get Rogaine, or I'll get something like that. But anyway, who cares? The point is, we're not serious. Most of us. Not serious about anything. That's why when we talk about something like Pan-Africanism, they have to criticize it. Because when you stop doing what you do, when you stop doing the things that will really uplift African Americans, what do? Do they come with alternatives? Like, yeah, instead of Pan-Africanism, we're going to do this. We're going to do this instead. They don't come with that. They come, they attack the Pan-African channel. They attack the pro-black channel. And then when they get rid of you, they go watch No Jumper. And then they go watch Tariq as he promises them reparations, but they spending more time talking about hip-hop and what celebrities are doing. This is what it's all about. I don't care what Tariq Bay says. That dude lost to Tariq in court like a bitch. Straight up. That man got his rights to free speech taken by Tariq. And he's supposed to be a Moor, someone who's supposed to be versed in the law. Come on, man. The fact that you even watch Tariq Bay, you should be ashamed of yourself. The fact that you even watch Tariq Bay, you should be ashamed of yourself. Tariq Bay, a white boy, sent me fucking all of his information. Just a random white dude. Oh, man, I got everything on this fool. Sent me where he lived, fucking pictures of him with his kid. It says random shit. I said, what the hell is this? How do you got white dudes with this much information on you? I didn't even mention it. Talking about he had Tariq Bay scared as hell. Now, that's what you want to be represented by? Be my damn guest. Be my damn guest. If that's what you're into. I couldn't care less. Because that's what you guys think is cool. Tariq Bay is in the audience. He ain't gonna bring his ass up here. See me, I don't sit and talk about people talking about fakes and ops. If you gonna say something about here, Tariq, here go the link. Come tell me how I'm an op. If I'm an op, you're a bitch. And I'll knock your ass out and I won't be like Tariq. If I'm an op, come catch it. Because you always running your mouth about me. Says, I don't even talk about you, bro. I don't even talk about your little troll looking ass. When you got slapped by Tariq, that was your ultimate shut the fuck up moment. The people who listen to you are like you. Scary as hell. There's my link. You're a coward. I got in your comments. You blocked me. I said, send the link. I'm the op, but you're the one who's afraid to talk. Let's talk about it. You went to court and got destroyed by Tariq, bro. A guy who's a bumbling idiot. No one should listen to you unless they want to learn how to lose easily winnable games. I actually reached out to your mark ass. Hey, bro, I can send you the information to help you beat Tariq in court since you want to represent yourself. You still lost. Now you can't even talk about him, so you got to try to find tricky ways to talk about him to keep your channel going. That dude, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? You're just a joke. When you got slapped by Tariq, that you became a joke in that moment. You don't even have situational awareness to not let a 6'4" dude walk you down. No, yeah, I am high. But even if I was high, I would never let a dude who was 6'4" get within arm reach so he could slap me in front of my family. That's what I know. Bro marked you out in front of your own kids. Bro marked you out in front of your own wife. Do you realize how ridiculous? Oh, and it's funny now. But that's what we do. The black man has to reduce everything to a joke because he can't accept the fact that he got humiliated. I ain't making nothing up. That shit's on video. What are you talking about? Nothing gets made up on this channel. This boy got slapped in front of his wife and kids by Tariq Nasheed in LA in front of the Hidden History Museum, tried to lie and say he didn't get slapped, and then the footage came out that showed he did. Daddy, you got marked out. You know what was so funny? No, I'm not making up shit. I ain't making up nothing. Everybody knows that this is true. Everyone knows this. Shut the hell up. This boy ain't got no Tariq in court for assault. Come on, man. Stop. Listen, stop encouraging this guy. Listen, you know when Taharka got slapped, I asked my daughter, I said, baby, what would you do if you saw your daddy get slapped in the face by Tariq Nasheed? She said, Dad, I'm not going to lie to you. She said, first I would say, what the hell is going on with my dad? Because I know ain't nobody slapping you. So this Tariq guy must be bold as hell. She said, but if I'm in the car, I'm going to jump out and we going to jump his ass. Your family didn't even move to help you. You just an ugly nigga who pay the bills up over there. They don't even support you. If a nigga slapped me the way Tariq slapped you, my wife, kids, cousins, aunties, uncle, everybody better jump out. We jumping this nigga. That's just it. Kids gonna have bro by the ankles while I'm mixing his ass. Your family just coward. Oh my God, daddy got slapped. That's the truth. And see, this is the funny thing. You have to make up lies about me, but I can just tell the truth about you, and it's humiliating. I'll keep your name in the algorithm. But everyone knows it's true. You got slapped in front of your family and you ran away. That was the end of you. That was the end of you. Like all the other Moors. Goodbye. I gave him the link. Bro. What did the hand say to the face? Slap. But it's so funny, bro. It's coming over here. He clearly watching me. He prays that I talk about Tariq so he could find something about Tariq that he could go take back to his house. That's fine, bro. Go back to your little area. You got marked out. You came to LA and you learned what it was really all about. A nigga who's scared of me slapped the dog shit out of you. That's where we're at. You're way down there. Niggas still getting slapped out at the age of 40. So with these dudes, everybody is an op. I wouldn't even say Tariq is an op. Tariq's a regular guy. He's a regular guy who's been in the game for 20 years. People listen to him because they think he's funny. But when somebody get their ass slapped, right? You got to make the person larger than life so that can justify why you got hoed. Like, go tell Tariq you need his fade. This nigga got a gimpy ass leg, bro. And you let bro walk you down and slap you in front of your family. Bro limped you down. Bro didn't even walk you down. Bro limped you down and slapped you in front of your, like, let me tell you something. When you have sex with your wife at night, bro, she envisions Tariq. That's what's going on right now. When you argue with, bro, I can only imagine the arguments between bro and his wife. And when they get to that point where she gets so pissed off, she says, yeah, you didn't say that to Tariq when he slapped your ass. Because you know it's happening, right? You know those arguments are happening. We all know that. Those arguments are definitely happening. Bro trying to whoop his kids. You understand that what Tariq would slap your ass, daddy? Could you imagine going back and trying to be the man of your house and your kid, they with it? It's one thing if you hear about your daddy getting slapped. Daddy, you flew us all the way to LA to watch you get slapped like a bitch. Tariq slapped you like you was on Figueroa, dog. I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to you. Bro, it was a bad year. Let me tell you how many L's. See, I don't talk about this troll, but let me tell you how many L's Tariq Bay took this year. First, he got last year. First, he got slapped by Tariq, right? Then, after he got slapped, Tariq took him to court in his home state and got him stripped of his freedom of speech. What Tariq did to him is called a prior restraint on speech, which prevents you from saying something about someone. We live in a world that has the First Amendment, which guarantees you the right to freedom of speech. This man, Tariq Nasheed, the most dumbest nigga I ever seen ever, right? Didn't graduate. A dude who didn't even graduate from high school was able to get your First Amendment right revoked in a court of law, okay? In California, the judge was like, there's no way in hell I'm going to infringe upon this guy's freedom of speech. You guys are both public personalities, public figures. You get on the internet and talk about other people every damn day. I'm not going to do anything that restricts someone from talking about you. Case was open and shut, right? he got slapped. Then he lost his freedom of speech to Tariq, right? Then he's a Trump deranged idiot. So he was talking shit against Donald Trump, right? Bro literally had to sit and cry while Donald Trump got elected in a landslide, right? Donald Trump got elected in a landslide. Like, bro, we should have you on suicide watch at this point. 3 L's. And again, and for me, just my kids seeing me getting smacked down. Bro tried to say, oh, he swung and I did. Bro, if you could have saw this guy try to lie his way out of getting slapped by Tariq, the whole first like couple days, he was lying, right? And then Tariq released the footage. And it was just like everything you said was a lie. Could you imagine? Listen, as a man, we gonna talk as men, right? As a male, a black male with a twig and 2 berries between my legs. Imagine your family seeing you getting slapped and the trauma that you were inducing. First, watching their daddy get slapped. Then, listening to their dad sit in front of a computer and try to lie to his audience about getting slapped. Then, being exposed as a liar by video that Tariq Nasheed provided. Please tell me, like, bro, you should just commit seppuku. Just ritual suicide would have been more honorable for you. Go to Japan, fall on a sword, and try to salvage some dignity. Because, bro, you got humiliated last year. No, please, I would never run from Tariq. Come on, you're stupid. You're stupid. Anyway, the whole thing, this whole situation is just embarrassing. But instead of trying to go at Tariq, the guy who slapped you, you want to bother me. I did nothing to you. Couldn't care less about you. I gave you the link, gave you the opportunity to come up here. He's an op, he's a fed, da-da-da. Come on, bro. Come on. Op-fed, lame. Still trying to use 1960, 1970 discredit attacks to try to discredit people, tactics to discredit people. You're an agent. You're an op. Bro, you guys all know my first and last name. Look me up. I'll pop up. I'm not like no hermit. I live my life. Tariq doxed me he doxed me. He put all my shit on Twitter. Okay, my address, both of them, all that. My life is an open book. I ain't got no gay pictures and shit online like Tariq might have. No videos of a nigga holding me down. Nigga holds you down, bro. Well, out in LA, we don't tolerate that. Don't nigga go slap a nigga in LA and just get away with it. Like, you slapped you and you ran and got on Delta, nigga. Imagine that, bro. Like, guys, just think about this. You get slapped, and then you gotta sit on like a 4 or 5 hour flight with your family who watched you get slapped all the way back to Baltimore. Whatever gym old buddy trained at, what's the boy, the boxer, the nigga with the tattoos with the slurred speech, what's his name? Y'all tell me the boy name, the light-skinned boy with the uppercut. He hates Mayweather now. What's that guy's name? I'm just asking. I forget. Tank Davis. Okay, Tank Davis. Wherever Tank Davis train at, bro, that's where you need to go train at. Or Javante, yeah, right. You need to go there. This dude need to go there and learn the pugilistic arts. Somebody beat their baby mama up. God damn. Bro, listen. One thing about me, wherever I go, I get respect. Y'all done saw me on no jumper with a room full of nigga Bloods, Crips, all that. I keep the same energy with every single person. I say what I want to say. I do what I want to do. And ain't a Negro that can stop me that's living. At all. Nobody. Oh, I want to fade with this. Nobody. It won't happen. But what I know about Tariq Bay is, bro will get slapped in front of his own children and then run away. But we'll talk about how the Morris Science Temple, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Bro, you need to go find you another cult to join because they ain't teaching you right. Malcolm said, be peaceful. If somebody put their hands on you, you try to send them to the cemetery. Tariq slapped my ass. Oh, good, perfect. Now I can whoop this nigga's ass. Slap the shit out of you, dog. That's all I'm saying. He slapped you, so I became an op. Ain't that about nothing? This man slapped bro. Now I got to be an op. Jiu-jitsu ain't got nothing to do with it. I was beating these Negroes up before I ever did jiu-jitsu. Stop. Brandon talks trash because he does a little bit of jiu-jitsu. Come on, bro. Jiu-jitsu has absolutely nothing to do with it. Trust me. Niggas don't pack. What the hell? Niggas do pack. I was packing too. What are you talking about? Petro Jackson, you're a mark. Anyway, it's so crazy. Like when people talk on the internet, you can tell, right, that they've never really been in no altercation, right? Like, what up, Miguel? Miguel's in the building. But like Taharka had y'all thinking he was like tough and he's street savvy and he's smart and he knows about this and that. Bro, 1 year. In 1 year, this dude was totally discredited on every level. Every level. His knowledge of the laws of Moore was totally debunked, defeated. His toughness as a man, I mean, I don't even see how bro sleeps at night. I don't even see how bro fucks his wife at this point. You let your wife see you get slapped down in front of another man, then ran away. The way my ego is set up, I honestly do not think I could live with that. Listen. The way my ego is set up, bro, I do not think I could live with that. You might as well kill me, nigga. We gotta fight to the death at that point. Then, so his knowledge of the law debunked, his dignity as a man stripped, and basically like, bro, like, all you got as a man is knowledge and dignity. It's a wrap for bro. Like, I'm telling you, the fact that you are even still listening to this dude. Listen, this is how dumb you are. We can do better. He actually is. Taharka has a $1.5 million lawsuit. That because he told you that? See, Taharka understands Negro reasoning. If I say a big number, that's going to salvage my... Okay, and I got a $55 million lawsuit against Tariq. What the hell does that mean? Tariq ain't even got $1.5 million. So how you going to recover your money? On a lien on his house? That's probably in his mother-in-law's name? Dude, just old, goofy nigga logic. He has a $1.5 million. Listen, bro, you couldn't pay me $20 million to get slapped in front of my family and not do nothing about it. On the scales of eternity, bro is a bitch. Like, he's lighter than a feather at this point. God might not even see the nigga on the last day of judgment, dude, at this point. Nah. All who are holding in front of their family are condemned to the lake of fire. I could see that happening. I could see that happening. Listen, you could file a case against anybody. That doesn't mean you're going to win it. I could file a case against you today. And the fact that I filed the case would be online. Win the case. And you're still a bitch. You got slapped. You came all the way to LA to get your ass whooped in front of your wife. What the hell is wrong with you? No, he don't got me worked up. I think he's hilarious. I actually think he's hilarious. There's no way. Trust me, my voice is like, my throat was already sore. My voice was gone. There's no way this dude could get me worked up. The only thing I'm saying is if you're going to come, talk shit, I gave you a link, get up here and say, don't start with the op shit and all that. That stuff is stupid. That's the type of stuff that holds black people back. Bet you can't tell me what I ever did. Listen, tell me what I've ever done to Taharka to get that guy to start talking about me and calling me an op. Tell me. Name it. Please, anybody. I'll send you $50 in Cash App right now. Tell me what I ever did to Taharka to get that guy to start talking shit on me, other than attempt to help him win his case against Tariq by sending him information. I tried to help bro. Bro started talking shit on me. That already tells you what type of person he is. Morris World TV, click the link, bro. You getting ho-hoed right now. Don't be a mark. Sticks and Stones, shout out to you for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate that, bro. I'm just asking a basic question. I did nothing to him. So in the world you want to live in the black community that these people claim they want to build, right? Right? In the black community that y'all want to build, the status quo will be reach out to someone in a brotherly way to try to help them win a court case, right? That person, so busy trying to make money on YouTube, turns you reaching out to them into like some type of joke, and then starts telling people lies about you. I understand. Like help me understand that. Never said one derogatory word. Offered my help. He didn't want it. I left it at that. All of a sudden I'm an op and this and that and that. Come on, bro. That's the way y'all want to live? That's the way y'all want to live? Bro got hoed because he has a whole mindset. Like a woman. The nigga, he didn't do nothing to me, but I'm going to start talking shit on him. And y'all calling this dude GS and he's a Morris teacher. This guy is an idiot with a goddamn Shriners cap on. That's what he is. A peace order? What are you talking about? We can do better. What the fuck are you talking about? It's social media and you went on a tangent because someone mentioned Taharka. No, I went on a tangent because Taharka was in the comment section. You're not smart. Look, we can do better. I'll give you the link so you can come up. Your leader might be a coward. Maybe you have a little bit more bravery. This is what I'm saying. I don't do the back and forth in the comment and say this. Listen, we can hash it out. There goes the link. There goes the link. If you're not gonna click the link, I never made a show about this idiot. Peace order? What peace order, liar? There was never a peace order. A peace order. What is a peace order? People are stupid, man. You made a show about a peace order. No, that's what this idiot told you, dummy, and you believed it. Well, fuck my LinkedIn. I don't give a damn. Y'all over here. But anyway, they don't want it because everything they believe is a lie. They think that a dumb nigga who got slapped in front of his family and didn't do nothing is qualified to be a leader. Listen, name me one leader in history who got slapped in front of his wife and didn't do nothing, and the people say, you know what? let's elect that dude to be a leader. That shows you how stupid these people are. And then he ran. Hey, the part I really just can't get over is the ride home on the plane from Baltimore. I mean, back to Baltimore. Yo, kids, man, they really don't like you no more. They're ashamed of you, but they just ain't go, y'all stop messing with daddy. You know, he's working hard every day to provide for us. It's like, my daddy's a bitch. Woo! How do a nigga fuck his wife? That's my question. How does your wife lay with you knowing you got slapped by a nigga like Tariq, a gay nigga? That's the cold part. A homosexual slapped the dog shit out of you and you didn't do anything. Hey, see, now you got me thinking about the shit because now I'm just thinking about all the ways in which you're a bitch. That's the crazy part. Bro, a dude is a queer slapka in front of his wife, and bro didn't do nothing. Oh yeah, he sure did. He rented a bro rented a Nissan Sentra, bro. A little bro, like if y'all could just see the video of bro getting slapped. That's the part for me. The shit's on video. And then let's see if the video is still up. Oh, Tariq Bay versus Tariq. Oh my God, these niggas didn't put the video up. Bro. Hey, bro slapped the dog shit out of this dude. Hold on, let me see if I can share this shit. Woo. You ran, Brandon. You ran. Hey, look, man. I didn't get slapped. Look, I'm smart. I know situational awareness, keeping a distance between yourself and an aggressor. Bro, you supposed to be the grandmaster and got slapped up. Guys, this is Tariq Bay getting slapped on camera, bro. By Tariq. Hold on, let me look. Look, Tariq running. He backing up from Tariq, right? So he said, you ran. What are you doing? You're running. Tariq walked this man down a whole block, bro. Let me show you. Look where they started. I'm going to rewind this bit. Listen. They started Solidarity Hall right here, right? This is Tariq on the right side. And this is Taharka, the midget, on the left side. Look how far bro walked her down. That nigga is scared. Bro had his hands up pleading with Tariq. And this is the part. Oh my God, he slapped the shit out of you. Right there. You see? And Taharka actually fell back. And if you listen real closely, you can hear his kids yell, Baba. Hey, right there. Bro, whole body turned. That's all. Bro, look at this slap. Bam. When I wanna. My mama used to beat me till my daddy got home. Bam. Bam. Look at that. Lie again, Tarkin. He didn't really slap me. He swung and I dipped. No. He swung and he connected, nigga. Like dip on a chip. Bam. Shit. Your kids are gonna have nightmares about that, bro. I remember my daddy got slapped in LA. Probably gonna lie to him. No, I was getting put on rolling 60s. Just knowing the way he lie, he'll make up some shit. Oh, that was so funny. Oh, y'all want to look at my video? We can look at my video. Wait, let me see. Oh, right here. Perfect. All right, Tariq.
We got
video.
We got the fat boy.
I show my
We
video.
got everything documented about this fat
I
bitch.
show my video. And you can see the exact moment when my lawyer said, go across the chain. He said, go over there and back up. So if he comes up to you, it'll show that he was the aggressor against you. I'm gonna fight with Tariq after I beat this nigga in court. Downtown LA, millions of police officers around, and my lawyer standing there like, yo, don't engage this dude. He's mad because he lost court. Right, dummies.
We got the fat boy.
I'm running.
We got everything documented about this fat bitch. We got everything documented about this fat bitch. His attorney basically said, well, my client is a bitch.
Yeah.
He only comes around when you ain't there. Your attorney said you were a bitch who only comes around when I ain't there.
Oh, wait. And did I mention Tariq had 3 security guards with him? 3. Tariq was by himself. Just walked you on down, bam, slapped you. You didn't do anything. Tariq tried to approach me with 3 personal security guards. 3 Mexicans. But, come on.
So we got your bitch ass documented.
In court today.
I won,
but
nigga,
you
because
lost today.
we got your bitch ass shit documented.
The day was mine.
No, it's
Your
not.
securities don't smile at him.
You still a fat buster
You
bitch.
see those security guards?
You lost.
You see those security? So what I'm supposed to do is let 3 Mexicans and Tariq walk up on me so I can get slapped like Taharka to prove what? How tough I am? I'm tough, so I let 4 guys jump me. That's why black people will never win anything in society, because we think that by jumping on a sword or getting hoed or embarrassed, we think that that's going to salvage dignity. They looking at me because they're following the dude who got slapped. They're following the dude who got slapped. But they're criticizing the dude who was smart enough to say, hey, I'm way outnumbered. I'm not dependent on this lawyer who could lose his license for fighting outside the courthouse to help me. So I backed up. And my lawyer told me, hey, back up, go on the other side of the thing. So if they come across that, then it'll be clear that they aggress against you. Then you could do something. Come on, bro. Because and that's our community. If you're smart, they criticize you because they can't laugh and make fun of smart people. That's the situation. If I would have got slapped or jumped, oh, he got his ass whooped by Tariq and his bodyguards. But because I was intelligent, it didn't give them the fuel that they wanted. I'm right there. If they wanted me, come get me. It's 4 of them and 1 of me. It's 4 of them and 1 of me. Now, we don't hate on each other. We want to see each other get killed, get hurt, get beat, so we can laugh. And then when they little no good kids and shit get shot and hurt, we got to go march for them. The same people with a bloodlust, they lust for blood and violence. They will try to play the victim when someone aggresses against them or their children. Yeah, oh, no, for sure. If you're intelligent, you're a bitch. But then if you get jumped or slapped and beat down, you're also a bitch. I would be a fool to give a damn about what these idiots think. These are a bunch of over 50 people. They're 50-year-old people trying to act tough. People was getting their ass whooped their whole life. Now they 50. No, nobody want to touch them because they're geriatric, so now they think they hard. Boy, you better watch out. Yeah. No, Taharka got walked down and slapped. Oh, Angel Bay. What up, girl? Oh, that's a guy. I thought that was Angela. What up, bro? But Bay ran from Tariq and he ran from here. He ain't no leader. Imagine the leader in a kung fu film running all the time. Bro, listen. These people are dumb. They're not intelligent. And that's why they go over there listening to a Negro sitting in his house in Baltimore thinking that he gonna lead them to the promised land. Baltimore is a shithole, period, all the way through and through. If I listen to somebody from Baltimore thinking they're gonna give me some advice I could use, I would be the fool. I would be the fool. I would be dumb enough to go get slapped. The reality is, Tariq is just not that intelligent, bro. And his raps are garbage. But guess what? It is what it is. But guys, I gotta get the hell out of here. But it was a good talk. It was good roasting the shit out of Tariq. I could roast his ass all week. But yeah, and the dummies who follow him too. But Tariq ain't clicking that damn link. He's a coward. We already know that. Look at how he did with Tariq. Bro, listen. If you get slapped and a dude runs or like you try to fight back, I can't call you a bitch. Bro, you got slapped, then ran. You got slapped. There are women who will get slapped and at least try to fight, knowing they're most likely going to lose. You are a man, got slapped by a dude with a gimpy leg. Look, Tariq has a really fucked up leg. It's like bad. The limp is horrible. It's like you remember when I made the Mr. Bojangles shit? All that? That's how bad Tariq's leg is, right? Bro, I'm sorry. Bro would have slapped me. I would have tackled the nigga. Like, there's no way he's stand up on that bad leg. It looks horrible. Bro just got slapped and just went home. Hey, Taharka, when you gonna release that body cam? Y'all know bro was wearing a body cam. Y'all know bro was lying about getting slapped by Tariq, even though he was wearing a body cam during the incident, but lied and was saying the body cam was broken, right? He was like the police. The body cam was broken, so I can't release the footage. Then the body cam footage got corrupted. Then he said, oh, I'm going to release the body cam footage behind a paywall. So if you want to see the body cam footage, pay me and I'll let you see me get slapped by Tariq in real time. They're like, who follows that nonsense? Who follows that nonsense? It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. But hey, some people just have such low self-esteem that they'll follow anybody. They'll follow anybody. And black people, like, I think black people like to follow people who they feel they're smarter than and who they feel like they're stronger than. So if ever the person disappoints them, they could just say, oh, you're dumb. You know, because if he ever does something that they don't like, they'll be the ones telling them, they'll be the ones clowning him for getting slapped by Tariq. That ain't no real group of people who are really with you. That's just a bunch of fair weather friends. Oh, Petro, yeah, you know he's a hoe. Who's getting sued? Wait, who got sued? Getting slapped is the ultimate disrespect. Getting sued, but won. What the F are you talking about? Oh yeah, they're real stupid. But let me tell you something. Taharka's, it's my little light. Listen, bro. Taharka has a very weak case against Tariq because Tariq already filed a case against him for stalking. Then bro flew across the country to come to Tariq's place of business, and then Tariq slapped him. It's like, you came all the way over here to harass me. Now, Tariq shouldn't have slapped him, but it's like, dude, slap a bitch when you see a bitch, I guess. And Tariq did it. Oh, yeah, bro. If you get slapped and don't do anything, basically, I know if you went to jail. But that means if you go, I could see you getting your manhood taken in jail. Donnie said he got flued out. He got flew down all right. Got smacked down. Bro, I'm just telling you, I don't know one person that I don't know a single person who would let somebody slap them and I don't know one person who will get slapped and then not do anything and still be running around like now everyone has to be an op or a fed because bro got slapped. Like, that's crazy to me. But guys, I'm going to get out of here. It's 10 p.m. in Cali. It's later where you all are. All the new people, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're going to get back to our regularly scheduled programming. I'm just kind of leaving this like little ignorant space where people like Tariq and stuff dwell. It's a fruitless endeavor. It's just, to me, I feel like this like little area of YouTube is just a bunch of people wishing for your downfall, right? They want to see something happen to you so that they can make fun of you. Why someone would want to be in a space with a bunch of people just preying on their downfall is beyond me, you know? But yet, here we are. People, it's like a form of like self-abuse, like trauma-inducing self-abuse. I don't care about that stuff anymore. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't care about that crap anymore. I did what I had to do. I mean, I have talent. I can sit and talk with anybody. As you've seen, I've been on the some of the biggest platforms. Shit, I've made it to Tubi at this point. I got a video coming out on Tubi. What's the point of just keep on what's the point of continuing? I'm like, what's the point of continuing to dwell among a bunch of like a dude who is obsessed with a dude who slapped him? Like, when Tariq slapped you, you had every chance to like really get your clout by getting up with Tariq. You didn't do it. Hey Pedro, what's the Addy B? Oh yeah, these guys are idiots. But guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for watching this. I appreciate every single thing you do for this channel and me. Until the next time, please take care of yourselves, but most importantly, take care of each other. Peace.